So this time last week, we had a pretty big week up on deck for Vanguard and Warzone, but then we got Season 1 delayed by about a week. So what's that mean for this upcoming next 7 days? Does this mean we'll still have some big things to look out for? What's going to take its place? What fills that now sort of void of the extra 7 days? Today, we're going to break down everything that you should be looking forward to here within the next 7 days, the next week of Call of Duty Warzone and Vanguard. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything that really jumps out to you? Anything that we may have missed? Whatever the case, drop it down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Let's aim for 2,000 likes on this. You guys have been crushing it here at the support recently, so truly, thank you guys so much. Really means the world to me. And of course, if you are new to the channel and you'd like to stay up to date with all things Vanguard, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding any of that. If you're part of that nearly 70% of viewers that are not subscribed and you'd like to help us out on the road to 500,000 while staying up to date with all things, whether it be updates, best class setups, tips and tricks, we got you covered here on the channel. So if you guys are interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. That said, let's jump right into the week ahead. So this past week, we saw some things happen within the world of Call of Duty. Yesterday, we saw that sort of leak of DLC content coming in the form of Season 1. We saw that Season 1 update of 1.08 was logged on the back end for PlayStation and gave us the key art image associated with Season 1, and as a result, a lot of what we saw within the operators, weapons, and potentially even some Warzone stuff. But a few days before that, we actually found out that content that we just learned about wouldn't be coming for about another week or so past the initially anticipated date. So the big question that really persists now with this week, given that this is now sort of a limbo period, is how will this change the previously scheduled events? Because this week actually does have a few things that was supposed to be the first big build-up leading to Season 1. From not only teasers and things coming likely before the announcement of the delay, but also the fact that we have literal events in-game that were supposed to happen. So what's this week hold? Well, starting out on the Vanguard side of things here, today we saw a mini playlist update for Vanguard that changed a few things. Firstly, it took away that quintuple XP event that we had here since this past Friday of double XP, double weapon XP, double battle pass XP, double operator XP, and double clan XP, the first of its kind, which was a lot of stuff you could use to work towards your grind in literally any area of Vanguard. So if you guys were able to get some time to grind out the game, hopefully you made some good strides here towards your battle pass, your overall rank, whatever the case. Me personally, I was really focused more so on the double weapon XP, so that was something that I really put as much time in as I could, though I wish I would have gotten a little bit more time. Real life got in the way a little bit of that grind. But anyways, that was something that happened. Unfortunately, it is done now, but they also took out with this playlist update that DOS ship playlist, in which it was DOS house and shipment mixed in with that 24/7 playlist, though it was a little bit bugged where it seemed to be primarily only TDM, DOS house, and domination shipment, so not really a huge rotation of things. But instead now we have for the next few days of big map blitz, which is your larger sized maps all on blitz pacing, and your small map mayhem, which is blitz and assault pacings for TDM and domination modes on small maps. So a little bit of both ends of the spectrum, as well as we have Champion Hill duos and trios mixed in there as well, though noticeably we are one main menu LTM short of what's considered the air quote norm for how many playlists we have on offer. Hopefully the shipment or DOS house or mixed playlists of this are introduced again, though, because as I've said before and as I say again, I think that one of the biggest flaws of Modern Warfare 2019's MP offering was that there were no constants. So hopefully we see DOS house and shipment return later this week for the next in-game event, but also in the meantime, I do hope that shipment sticks to what they're stating, where they say that they're working on the spawn logic for maps like Dome, as well as shipment being pretty bad. This is something that we saw that all the pacings were actually decreased in player count. Blitz on shipment went to 7v7, assault went to 6v6, and I think the tactical went to 5v5. I didn't play tactical at all, but they lowered it in attempts to circumnavigate those spawn issues by decreasing the potential spawn points while they work on adjusting them further. And I'm cool with that. I mean, shipment has always been busted spawn city, but you can still probably find shipment in that regular rotation here. That said though, we'll likely see a new playlist update coming later on in the week, assuming it's not even earlier than our normal Thursday ones that we see, if there's any weapon tuning or any possible bug fixes that come out of that for things like, say, camos that are still bugged. That could happen beforehand, but that said, on the Vanguard side, it's a relatively quiet week for the first time since launch, especially given that now we have an additional bit of time between when we thought Season 1 was launching and when it actually is. So extending that by about a week. One thing, though, that does look to bridge the gap between Vanguard and Warzone, though, is a new shared event that looks to make up some of that maybe ground and time for that seasonal launch delay, where instead of just having absolutely nothing, they introduced something else where it can help us grind out the game, that being another triple-double event. Now, this was listed explicitly on the Warzone Trello board, but we see that there's going to be double XP, double weapon XP, and double battle pass XP to help you, again, rank up stuff before the end of Season 6. But because there is that mainline title of Vanguard, the tethering between all of that already with the ranking, I'm assuming this is also going to extend then for this weekend for Vanguard as well. Now, this will start on PlayStation, that having a double XP 24-hour exclusivity window, as we've seen with Black Ops Cold War up until now, part of that limited exclusivity that PlayStation gets. That's listed as starting actually right now from the 22nd to the 23rd for 24 hours, though on PlayStation, the icons actually seem to be absent here whenever you end up going into any sort of match or anything like that you'd normally see these in, so it's possible it could be bugged or mislabeled and instead is introduced as of tomorrow, because that's usually how it's gone, 24 hours before connecting then into the full-on event itself. But the actual overall triple-double event starts on the 24th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, going until November 28th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So you got a lot of time to grind out your weapons once again here if you're still ranking stuff up, your overall rank, or if you're trying to finish that battle pass. It's another great weekend to grind out. But jumping over to the Warzone side exclusively, we see that this week will introduce us to a little bit more in terms of new events that come along with this sort of build up to Season 1. Though that might be something that is a little confusing or strange because there has been a little bit of an update. Beforehand, we ended up having this really all in one quick succession. We'd see that the Operation Flashback happened, then followed by the Secrets of the Pacific, then the last hours of Verdansk leading up to Season 1's launch, previously on December 2nd. But with that extra window of time now, that extra about week, it makes things a little weird because we actually still have that new event of the Secrets of the Pacific listed on the Trello board as starting this coming Thursday, but not lasting for a week, instead lasting until December 7th. So quite a bit more time here to try and get the information and teasers that you can end up getting, likely with those calling cards that were recently found bugged within Warzone for Warzone Pacific. That stuff's going to be going on for a little bit longer. So this week we end up having on offer solos, duos, trios, and quads of regular Battle Royale, Operation Flashback continuing, Plunder trios, Payload, which is Port and Promenade in those areas, and then of course Rebirth Resurgence quads being introduced as well. So that's your week at a glance of things confirmed, though I would not be surprised that even if we did see this sort of delay and extension of Season 0, the preseason, that we may actually get some teasers throughout the week pertaining to Season 1's content. We normally see things posted on social media, trailers, anything like that leading up to new seasons that we've seen in the past. It wouldn't surprise me if we see a little bit of that already starting this week, though it's likely going to really kick off as of next now with that delay. But anyways, that's the week here within Vanguard and within Warzone that you should know about and what you should keep an eye on. So that's it. That's where we're gonna wrap it up. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments below. Are you guys looking forward to anything in particular within Vanguard or Warzone? Are you gonna be taking a look at that triple-double event and grinding out some more? Whatever the case may be, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on the video, and of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing running all things Vanguard and all things Warzone. We got you covered with absolutely anything you need to know, especially as you gear up for Season 1. That said, if you also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to chat with me outside of YouTube. Check those links down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.